this is Reina. Welcome to my video. In today's video, I will be doing a library haul, so I hope you enjoy. And I will be doing a library haul for May 5th. These are books I borrowed on May 5th. So first book I borrowed, excuse me, from this haul is called Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. And it says it's about the many lives of theoretical physicist Elsie Hanaway have finally caught up with her. By day, she's an adjunct professor toiling away at grading labs and teaching thermodynamics in the hopes of landing tenure. By other day, Elsie makes up for her non-existent paycheck by offering her services as a fake girlfriend, tapping into her expertly honed people-pleasing skills to embody whichever version of herself the client needs. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet gig, until her carefully constructed Elsie-verse comes crashing down, because Jack Smith, the annoyingly attractive and arrogant older brother of her favorite client, turns out to be the cold-hearted experimental physicist who ruined her mentor's career and undermined the reputation of theorists everywhere. And he is the same Jack Smith who rules over the physics department at MIT, standing right between Elsie and her dream job. Elsie is prepared for an all-out war of scholarly sabotage, but those long, penetrating looks, not having to be anything other than her true self when she's with him, will falling into an experimentalist orbit finally tempt her to put her most guarded theories on love into practice. Sounds really cute, sounds nice. I like the cover. Hopefully I read it. The other book I checked out like a few, Love on the Brain. That one I unfortunately didn't get to read. I tried to renew it, but it was on its max renewal, so I had to return it to the library. But I will most likely try to check it out, and hopefully then I will read it. Anyway, hopefully I didn't mispronounce any words when I was reading the description. But yeah, next book I checked out is called The Kiss Quotient, Helen Huang. Sorry if I mispronounce her last name, or if I'm going to mispronounce any of the words. But this book is about Stella Lane. Comes with the algorithms to predict customer purchases, a job that has given her more money than she knows what to do with, and way less experience in the dating department than the average 30-year-old. It doesn't help that Stella has Asperger's, or that French kissing reminds her of a shark getting its teeth cleaned by pilot fish. Her conclusion: she needs lots of practice with a professional, which is why she hires escort Michael Fan with the looks of a K-drama star and the martial arts moves to match. The Vietnamese Swedish stunner can't afford to turn down Stella's offer, and when she comes up with a lesson plan, she proves willing to help her check off all the boxes, from foreplay to more than missionary position. Before long, Stella not only learns to appreciate his kisses, but to crave all of the other things he's making her feel. Their no-nonsense partnership starts making a strange kind of sense, and the pattern that emerges will convince Stella that love is the best kind of logic. Oh, sorry. Looks good. Sounds good. Hopefully I will get to it, but no guarantee. Third book I checked out is called The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. And it is about Theo and Kit have been a lot of things: childhood best friends, crushes, lovers, and now estranged exes. After a brutal breakup on a flight to their dream European food and wine tour, they exited each other's lives. Time apart has done them good. Theo is a bartender and an aspiring sommelier with a long roster of lovers. Kit graduated as the reigning sex god of his pastry school and now bakes at one of the finest restaurants in Paris. All that remains is the unused voucher for the European tour that never happened. 4 years later, it seems like a great idea to finally take the trip solo, separately. It's not until Theo and Kit board the tour bus that they discover they both accidentally had the exact same idea, and now they're trapped with each other for 3 weeks of the most romantic sights and sensuous flavors of France, Spain, and Italy. But it'll be fine as long as they agree they're absolutely over each other. So when Theo suggests a friendly wager to see who can sleep with their hot Italian tour guide first, Kit is game. In fact, why stop there? Why not a full on European hookup competition? But sometimes a taste of everything only makes you crave what you can't have. Interesting. And looks like the book is still in really good condition, even though this one is paperback. Hopefully, I will read it. I will try. But the next book I checked out for this haul is Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. Right here. And it is about Allie Morris is a professional organizer whose own life is a mess. Her mom died 2 years ago, then her husband left, and she hasn't worn pants with a zipper in longer than she cares to remember. No one is more surprised than Allie when the first time she takes off her wedding ring and puts on pants with hardware overalls count right. She meets someone. Or rather, her dog claims a man for her by peeing on him. Ethan smiles at Allie like her. Excuse me. Sorry. Ethan smiles at Allie like her pants are just right, like he likes what he sees. He looks at her like she's a younger, braver version of herself. The last thing newly single mom Allie needs is to make her life messier, but there's no harm in a little summer romance, is there? Nice. Sounds good. Hopefully I'll get to it. And the final book in this haul is called Expiration Dates by Rebecca Surley. And it's about Daphne Bell believes the universe has a plan for her. Every time she meets a new man, she receives a slip of paper with his name and a number on it, the exact amount of time they will be together. The papers told her she'd spend 3 days with Martin in Paris, 5 weeks with Noah in San Francisco, and 3 months with Hugo, her ex-boyfriend turned best friend. Daphne has been receiving the numbered papers for over 20 years, always wondering when there might be one without an expiration. Finally, the night of a blind date at her favorite Los Angeles restaurant, there's only a name, Jake. But as Jake and Daphne's story unfolds, Daphne finds herself doubting the paper's prediction and wrestling with what it means to be both committed and truthful. Because Daphne knows things Jake doesn't. Information, that is. If he found out would break his heart. Told with her signature warmth and insight into matters of the heart, Rebecca Surley has finally set her sights on romantic love. The result is a gripping, emotional, passionate, and yes, heartbreaking novel about what it means to be single, what it means to find love, and ultimately how we define each of them for ourselves. Expiration date is the one readers have been waiting for. Nice. And I checked out all these books because I read an article about like authors that are kind of similar to Emily Henry. I think that's her name. The one who wrote People We Meet on Vacation. I hope that's the correct name. I apologize if it's not. But yeah, from that article, there were like, I think 10 books, 10 or 15 approximately. I'm just estimating off the top of my head. And of the books that were listed, these were the 5. Sorry. These were the 5 books that I was able to find. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, dropping by, saying hi if you did, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye, take care.